Jordan Martin of the CSSHL. I'm joined here with Delta head coach Rick Lanz. Rick, you guys came in here as the 16 seed. Are you playing with house money at this point, or is there a lot of confidence that you can actually go out and win this thing?
Well, I think over the last 3 or 4 games, I think the kids have become believers in what they're doing, and I think that's collectively a powerful thing. I don't know if they know whether or not they should be here. I don't think that crossed their mind. They just know that they've earned the right to be here, and I don't think they want to leave anything on the table.
And you got 60 minutes here for the rest of your season. What's it going to take today to come out with a win?
Well, we've played our opposition a couple of times during the season, and I think we were 1-on-1 with them or something like that. I know that we can compete with the teams. It's just a matter of from shift to shift and how the kids prepare themselves emotionally. So if we can kind of keep an even keel and not get too high or low, we give ourselves a chance.
Awesome. Well, good luck today.
Thank you very much, man.
Good afternoon and welcome back inside Okanagan Hockey Training Center. Fraser Rogers with you. This is the CSSHL on Flow Hockey TV U18 Prep Final. It's the Delta Hockey Academy going up against Rink Hockey Academy Kelowna. One of these two teams is going to hoist a trophy at the end of this one. We'll find out who next. What a road it's been for both teams just to get here to today's final on this Sunday afternoon. Both teams maybe Cinderella stories. RHA ranked 11th in the regular season, Delta 16th out of 21 teams, but here we are. Two underdogs facing off for a championship on the line. Kelowna in black with blue and red trim, Delta in their traditional white with green. As we get set for a first period face-off here in Penticton. As in the circle, it's won by Rink Hockey Academy Kelowna. Walker plays it ahead up the right side and quickly shot high and wide down the right wing by Riley Peterson. Point shot coming, steered away by Grayson Morose. And now he covers up the rebound coming off the glass for a quick whistle. 15 seconds in. Starting goaltenders Delta, it's Grayson Morose. Product of Ladner, BC, so far a win and a loss in 2 games in this tournament. And at the other end of the rink, Connor Nicholson, he has shouldered the load for Kelowna. Has played every single minute so far of this Western Championship for RHA. Face off in the Delta zone on left wing after that quick save by Morose. One back by Kelowna. And it's Ruben Stone at the line, filtering it down low. That comes off the end boards, and once more, Morose in his crease will cover from his knees, stabbing at that puck with his glove and hanging on. Ruben Stone having a great tournament, 4 points so far. 2 goals, 2 assists. Been a big force on the back end, the Kelowna product. So face-off on the right wing in the Delta zone. Back-to-back face-offs here in the Delta end to start this championship game. The Western Championships here in Penticton inside the Okanagan Hockey Training Center. Fraser Rogers with you. And right off the draw, puck came in front of the Delta net, picked up and grabbed now by Benjamin Botel. He'll cycle off the side of the net. Peterson shot. That deflected wide from the goal line on left wing. Kept in at the line by Stone. Played it back behind the net, but Delta intercepts. Mac Leonard up the wall trying to clear. Peterson held his ground and kept it in the left side. Sealed off the wall. Played it around to the right wing, but it's eventually cleared now by Delta. Botel leads the tournament in scoring. 9 points so far, 6 goals. He'll go for a line change as he dumped that off at center. Grab back now by Mercick, and he'll flip in for Delta. Sadovia back behind his net, trying to play it out in front. That went off a stick, and it's collected again by Aiden Fisher. He's had a very strong tournament as well with 7 points so far. Smooth skating forward out to center, trying to dish that off to Silbernagel at the Delta line, but that is an offside as he's hit there on the blue line by Javen Mann, and that creates the offside whistle and a stoppage of play early on. 1:20 gone in this first, no score. So face off left wing just outside the Delta zone. Mann will take the draw against Silbernagel and wins it back in his own zone, but it's played in by Ganda back deep in the left corner. Maddox Ganda fighting for the puck. Rink in Delta territory here. Ganda left corner, battled there by Sullivan Fogelin. Shielding the puck on the wall is Ganda behind the net, trying to look for help here. Trying to dish it off in the corner to Fisher. Puck comes in skates, worked up the wall, back to the line, and a wrist shot is covered up by Morose as Luke Silvernagli put that on net. Nice little drag move off the wall, number 20 in black. Looking for the redirect in front or at least a rebound. And Silvernagli from Kelowna, 1 assist so far. A little wrist shot into the breadbasket of Grayson Morose, who's been busy early on here for Delta. He's faced a few shots. At the other end, Connor Nicholson hasn't faced a shot just yet for RHA. So face off in the Delta zone once more. Silvernagli at the line, gets it back, rims it around the boards. On the left wing, dropped it off. Dylan Cawley, Kelowna product. Slides it behind the Delta net, picked up there by Ryder Dunn. He'll reverse but not out. Silvernagli at the line, held it in. Took a bump from Josh Hoagland, but or Noah Hoagland, I should say, and played it down deep, but now Delta is called for the ice. And a quick whistle here, and the ice so far tilted in RHA Kelowna's favor early on this U18 Prep Final, Division 1. Final day of this 2-week tournament. It's been a great 2-week stretch here in Penticton. And a big thank you to all the staff and volunteers who have made this tournament at all the different levels, both on the male and female side, possible, and all the sponsors as well. A lot of people behind the scenes making this 2-week tournament as successful as it has been. Played back in from the blue line by Hudson Robert G, and he'll go back for it now in his own zone for Kelowna. Spot fourth on the forecheck for Delta. D-to-D pass over to Mead. Back on the right wing at center. Trying to break out was Rink. That was stopped as Fadun was checked. Good stick there by Lang for Delta. And now it's picked up back by Fadun. He'll wrist it rink wide from his own zone down ice. Race to the icing call. Beat out here by Kelowna. Chipped to the side of the net by Sadovia, but no one there. And Delta comes back to the way. Schwartz on the right side trying to come back in as Waltz. He fires wide as he cut to the middle. Got to watch out for number 7, Cruz Waltz. A terrific tournament for Delta so far as well. 8 points leading into today's final, but Kelowna will clear on a diving play by Downey out to center ice up the right wing from just inside his own zone. Nate Barclay wheels around his net for Delta. Now it's worked out to center to Waltz on the left side. Tries to feather it down low to Barclay, the pinching D-man. He'll put it behind the net. Marcus Sadovia, one of the 2 Sadovia brothers on this roster, will flip it out to center. That's knocked down, though, by Jack Morgan. He got spilled, though, and Salikoff either way. On the right side, drop pass for Paul on the wall. Trying to center out in front. No one there in black as Downey was tied up in front by Mac Leonard, the defenseman. Scoreless game so far, 16-10 to go in this first period at OHTC. The U18 Prep Western Championship. Rink Hockey Academy Kelowna versus Delta Hockey Academy. Kelowna on the breakout now at center ice. Peterson got checked. Turned over. Mercick back in left wing. Floats one on and off the shoulder of Nicholson for his first stop. And out of play behind his net for a whistle. Connor Nicholson, so far 3 wins, 1 loss in the tournament. .896 save percentage. Nice stop there for Nicholson, shouldering off that shot, and out of play it went. So face off in rink territory in the left wing. Peterson helped it to the wall, and it's cleared by Walker, his teammate, down ice on right wing. Going back for that is Fogelin for Delta, reversing. Picked up on the far side by Mann, the product of Vancouver. Javen Mann trying to make a play at the rink line, got checked by Brady Walker, and it's played the other way, down ice. That by Maxim Reed. Puck battle on the wall in the Delta zone, trying to clear as Tud Hope. Couldn't. Second effort got it out. And it's played back in by Silver Nagley. So Delta has time to regroup deep in their own zone here, as that's grabbed by Nicholas Campbell, wearing number 93. Picked up at center ice and flipped back in by Delta. Campbell on the forecheck. Silver Nagley for Rink got to it first. He'll wheel around his net, come out left wing side. Breakout pass, Miss Fisher at center on the right wing. And that will be icing call against Kelowna. To recap this U18 Prep Division standings, through pool play, Delta finished first in Pool A with a 2-1 record. Surprise there was NAX not getting out of pool play. They only had 1 win in their 3 games. They were the top-ranked team coming into the tournament. And you look at Rink Hockey Academy Kelowna, they finished first in Pool B, also with a 2-1 record. So both teams had losses early in the tournament, then got hot at the right time. And here we are in today's U18 Prep Final. Going back for the puck is Brian Albert in his own zone for Delta, the German product. Return pass just missed him. Ganda on the far side trying to fight for it for Rink, but it comes outside to neutral ice. Mead will pick it up and flip it back in, the Salmon Arm BC product. No score here with 14:20 to go in the first. Puck in the Delta zone came out in front. Fisher, a wrist shot, and that is squeezed and held onto by Grayson Morose. Look at the replay here. Pass out of the corner right to Fisher in front. Has 3 goals so far in 4 games. Great look for him on the glove side, but a Good stop by Moroz at the top of his crease, cutting down the angle and squaring up to that shot by Fisher. 14-17 remaining in the first. Face off in the Delta zone on right wing. Early on, Rinks had the better looks. Grayson Moroz has been up to the task for Delta so far this afternoon. Puck on the wall, Fisher centering right side. Silbernagel back to the point, a drive stopped, rebound in front, flipped up and over the net. As that was Ganda in tight trying to find that bouncing puck. Hudson Robert G took the initial shot that was kicked out by Moroz, went right to Ganda at the side of the net. But he could not get that puck to settle down and now tripped up his waltz near the rink blue line. And today's first power play is going to Delta with 13:45 to go in this first period. Scoreless game so far. And we'll see if it's a tripping call. It is. Guilty parties, Ryder Mead. So Delta goes to the power play. So far in the tournament, their power play 6 for 18 has been very effective. 13:45 to go in the first. 2 minutes for the trip going to Ryder Mead of Rink. Delta on the power play. Comes back to the point, settled down there by Danielson. He gets it back from Zelenik. Now Zelenik a drive, missing on the stick side on a slap shot. Good look there on the one-timer up top. Now it's worked low to high. Left side, Schwartz settles it down. Jacob Schwartz in for Zelenik in the slot. Rebound in front. Goalie's down. Puck is behind Nicholson. Jam play, and it stays out. What action around the rink Kelowna net. Nicholson was on his knees after the initial shot by Zelenik up top was blocked. Couple whacks at it. Oh, what a stop in tight there by Ruben Stone playing goaltender. Take a look at the corner replay here. Stone, the defenseman, squared up and made the save at the post. A street hockey style save for him to keep it scoreless. Then it went back to his goalie and Nicholson covered. 25 seconds off this Delta power play. What a chance for Delta. And what a stop there by Ruben Stone, the defenseman with his skate. The instep of his boot. Delta errant pass will force them back in their own zone after that face-off win. Ryder Dunn will carry out. He's got 5 points. He's been very good for them so far in this week. 5 games in 5 days for both teams. What a grind it is to get to this point. Campbell on the right side holds it in. Nicholas Campbell left it on the wall. It goes back to Dunn. Left side, Mercick. Back to Dunn. Rips the one-timer over the net. Comes off the glass in front. And played up the wall by Maxon Reed. And he'll clear as he uses the plexi to get this puck down ice. 54 seconds left in this power play. As back in their own zone, the regroup is Delta. Left wing feed to Mann. He'll swipe it right side, but in too soon was Tudhope. That's a delayed offside, so that allows Stone to go back for it. The captain for Kelowna with 35 to go on the penalty kill. Rags the puck behind his net, throws it out to center. Dylan Cawley tips it in. So Delta go back to the drawing board behind their goal on this power play. Game's opening power play, no score as we approach the 8-minute mark. Now Lang has to reel in a pass and got checked there by Fadun. He tries to cut in front. He got tripped. Referee's arms stay down. Waltz either way. Over the line for Delta. Dropped it off. Barclay pivots in the corners. He puts the brakes on. Power play in its final seconds. Centering pass. Lang in front. Fan on it. Jam play at the side of the goal. Nicholson's down. He covers the puck. Net gets pushed off its moorings, and we get a whistle. Robert G at the end gave a shot there to Cruz Waltz after the whistle. He's got to be careful. Could have maybe got a sticking infraction. What a chance there. We watched the replay as Nicholson has been now all of a sudden busy in that Kelowna net with a lot of traffic around his cage. Penalty to Ryder Mead is over. That was called at 6:15. So still a scoreless game. Rink's penalty kill has been okay. 4 goals against on 15 penalty kills coming into today. But that was a great penalty kill highlighted by Ruben Stone's heroics, blocking the puck in the crease. Now a point shot shouldered away by Nicholson. Right off the draw there, letting that go was Zelenik. Played all the way down ice. Rink beats out the icing call. Trying to fire that puck on net was Mathis Paul, but he fanned on it. So Rink will regroup in a scoreless game in their own zone. Danielson goes across to Zolenick. Aaron Zolenick, the Kamloops product, forces it head on right wing. That's tipped back in. That by Milan Mercic, the captain for Delta. And breaking out now is Reed. Maxon Reed for Rink. From his own end, trying to dance his way in. Got stick checked at the Delta line. Puck is picked up by Noah Hoagland, and he'll feed it in. Nicholson out to play it. Silver Nagley goes D to Reed. He'll snap a pass from his goal line out to center. That was picked off by Bartlett. Then the puck's tied up in skates. Mathis Paul and Bartlett tie up. Rolls back in the Delta zone. They break out. Hoagland got to center red and flips it in opposite corner. Marcus Sadovia in his own zone. Out to Downey right side. Out on the backhand, he'll feed it in and charge down the near boards. Going back for that is Barclay. He'll wheel around quickly. Ran into Peterson, the big body on the far side. Peterson standing at 6'3", 207. One of the bigger forwards here in this tournament. Battle on the wall in the Delta zone comes up, and the team in white will bring it out. This is Campbell on the left side. Got poke checked across the line as he was trying to get around the defenseman Stone. And now Botel brings it in offside the other way for a stoppage. 10:06 remaining in this first period, no score. Face-off staying inside neutral ice here after the offside call against Kelowna. As I mentioned, this is the 11th ranked Rink Hockey Academy Kelowna versus the 16th ranked Delta Hockey Academy in today's U18 Division I Prep Final. Western supremacy on the line today. One team's going to hoist that trophy, and one team's going to make somewhat history here this afternoon. Last championship for Delta, the U18 Prep level, was 2016. That 9 years ago, almost a decade drought for them, could come to an end today. And Rink has never won at the U18 Prep level. Now Dunn carries back in for Delta. On his back end, jam play in tight, he stopped. Nicholson there hugs the post and hangs on for a whistle. And he looks cool as a cucumber so far, does Nicholson. He's got a lot of traffic around him the last few minutes, but there was a great rush by Ryder Dunn. That was stopped on the near side, and he hangs on. 9:30 to go, halfway mark surpassed here in the first. Rebound in front, scores! Jacob Schwartz opens the scoring for Delta. It's 1-0 with 9:26 to go. Schwartz won the faceoff back to the point. Nicholson made the shoulder save. No one picked up number 10 in front, and he beats Nicholson up high on the stick side. Schwartz's second goal of this Division I Prep Championship tournament as he flips it over the arm of Nicholson on the rebound, and Delta grabs the lead at 10:34. Great chance there off the faceoff as Schwartz did it all. He won the draw, and then he went to the net, a beeline, as the rebound came off the pad of Nicholson after the initial shot was stopped. Now Morgan back in, testing Nicholson. That's a pad stop on the near side. Goes back to Zolenick, a drive. That screams wide off the end boards. A little shot in the arm for Delta after the goal. 9 minutes gone. Puck went out of play as Fogelin was trying to hold the line. That deflected back behind the Rink Hockey Academy Kelowna net. So Rink on their heels early. After a really good start, they give up a goal midway through this first period, and it's now 1-0. For Delta, Aaron Schwartz the goal, Jacob Schwartz the goal, his second and 8th point, had 1 goal and 7 assists in the previous 4 games. Badun wins the draw in his own zone. Starting out is Ruben Stone. We'll see how Rink responds here in the back half of the first. Under 9 to go. It's now 1-0 for Delta. Badun behind the net was trying to center out in front. No one there for Rink. Delta picks it up. Could be a 2-on-1. Hoagland down the right side. Trying to go in front of Barclay. Tipped away by Nicholson. As the goaltender got the paddle out and broke up the 2-on-1. Badun deep in his own end. Kyron Badun trying to clear up the wall. Knocked down, but now it's picked up and carried out to center ice by Sadovia. Ryan Sadovia on the right side, a backhander, and that's snared by the trapper by Morose, and you'll hang on. Let's look at that 2-on-1 rush just moments ago. It went off the D-man on the back check, and Nicholson had to be alert to poke it away. The goaltenders, it came right back on him. Jacob Schwartz from Alexander Lang at 10:34. That's the scoring play. As it's 1-0 Delta here with 8:10 to go in the first. Back for the puck. Nicholson, the goalie, will play it aside. Hudson Robertji will play it across his zone on left wing. On the breakout, Matthias Paul back in. Wrist shot missing high. Mathis Paul, a good rush down the far side. Big body as well at 6'2" and just under 190 pounds. Delta picks it up behind their net. Dunn will pivot away from forecheck pressure of Downey. Far side he goes, Thudhope. And he'll play it down ice. That's picked up by Mead in front of his net. He'll wheel out to center. Ryder Mead with it for Kelowna. Gain center on the right side for Downey. Owen Downey will rip it around the boards. It comes to left wing. Ryan Sadovia trying to find it. Deflects down low, and it's picked up by Botel to the blue line on a drop pass. Reed will play it off the glass behind the net and deep in Delta territory. Downey after it for Rink. Good cycle game here. Got hit hard, though, in the corner after reverse the puck as Dunn got a piece of him. Now on the far side, that's Theo Salikov with a big hit as he takes down his man for Rink. Now puck comes in front. Lang, backhand stop. Puck loose. Nicholson's down. Scramble in the Kelowna crease. Net off its moorings, and we got a scrum again. What a chance out of nowhere. That for Alex Lang as he found that loose puck. Let's take a look at the replay. Backhand in front, try to go 5-hole. Excellent stop by Nicholson. And then there was a mad scramble. What a play there on the far side. As putting that puck one-handing in front was Jacob Schwartz. Little flip play on the backhand to hook it around the defenseman as he tracked down the puck first. He was actually a step behind the defenseman. Was Schwartz, but he managed to flip it in front for Lang, who had a partial break from the slot in tight. 6:49 to go. Delta was so close to adding to their 1-0 lead, but they still lead by a goal here. Rink will try to clear, flipped ahead by Peterson out to center. Blocked by Zelenik at his blue line. Second effort played in deep now by Brady Walker. 1-0 for Delta Hockey Academy over RHA Kelowna in this U18 Prep final. Approaching the back half of this first period. Zelenik back in, pulls up, shoots wide, maybe looking for a redirect at the back post as he was trying to find Mersick. Now Milan Mersick in the corner trying to establish the cycle. It goes in behind the net. Danielson trying to center, blocked by a stick. Zelenik at the line had his shot blocked. Mersick gets it. Drops it off on the left side for Nicholson. He'll go back to, or Danielson I should say, on the wall. Danielson shooting, blocked by Silver Nagley, and a rebound by Leonard is blocked by Walker and goes out of play behind the Kelowna net. And feeling that right now is Luke Silver Nagley as he blocked the initial shot by Mersick. And then Leonard had his shot from the high slot blocked by Brady Walker as Rink has back-to-back block shots there. 5:54 to go in this first. Still 1-0 for Delta. Jacob Schwartz scoring at 10:34 on a rebound after a face-off win in the Rink zone. Now Delta wins the puck right on net. Jam play there for Otto Spofford. And that's covered up by Nicholson. And again, we have some pushing and shoving after the whistle. Veteran coach Rick Lands is the head coach of Delta. He's coached at various levels from junior to academy hockey. He's been around the block, as they say. He knows what it takes to win in big games, as Rick Lands. And his Delta team on a great run here. Pre-game, he said, belief is a powerful thing. In his pre-game interview, did Rick Lands with Jordan Martin of the CSSHL on the bench, and that was a great quote. And Delta, they're believing right now as they're up 1-0 as Rink's going to be called for an icing with 5:31 to go on the faceoff coming back in their own zone. We'll see how Josh Bonner and RHA reply here. They had a great start, did Rink. First 5-6 minutes, they were all over Delta. Delta weathered that storm, found their legs, and then scored here late. That goal by Schwartz at 10:34. Icing against Kelowna. Delta in the offensive zone, but a good face-off win there by Silbernagel. And it gets out to center, but it's picked up. Javen Mann on the right side trying to cut to the net. Mann, drop pass in front, trying to find Campbell. That was broken up. Stone got a stick on that. Puck comes around. Ganda on the near side will jam it off the wall and get it down ice for Rink. Picked up by Fisher. Pulls up right circle. Backdoor pass. He was trying to go to Sadovia, but that's broken up. A Delta stick got in the way. Now puck came in front. Almost whacked in there by Silbernagel, as that came right to him in the crease in the Delta zone. Now Fisher knocks it down. Jams it across the zone. Flipped in front by Ganda, but swung on and missed by Silbernagel and tight. Dominic Silbernagel's had a couple looks on this shift to tie the game. Delta pressing here. Sadovia at the line holds it in as he was trying to keep it in on the backhand. Second effort, Delta does clear with 4:30 to go in the first. Mac Leonard drives it in for Delta to start a change. Stone back for it for RHA. Under 5 to go. His team's down 1-0. He'll break it out. He can lug the puck. Now feathers it ahead. Fadun on the right side cutting in. Kyron Fadun fanned on the shot. Robert G at the line holds it in. Penalty coming as Delta touches the puck. So Rink Hockey Academy late in this first period going to the power play and a chance to tie this game. Hooking the call coming to Delta's Alexander Lang, who has an assist already this afternoon. As I think he got the tug in there on Kyron Fadun as he was powering his way down the right side. So face-off in the Delta zone. 4:10 to go in the first. Kelowna on the power play, which has been dynamite. Best power play, the U18 level, but off the draw, Fisher broke his stick on a one-timer and chucks the rest of the shaft down ice in frustration. And that allows Delta to clear. Tough break there for Kelowna. Top-ranked power play at the U18 level at 50% coming into today's final. They'll bring it back in. On the left side, flying down the wing is Botel. At the line, Stone. Trying to go back to Botel. Intercepted and cleared off the stick of Fogelin. Nicholson out of his net to play it in front for Fisher's got a new twig. Fisher will carry in, but he hit some ice there. A big snow patch at the Delta bench and lost the puck. And that allows Jake Bartlett to clear back down ice for Delta. Delta's penalty kill so far 5 goals against in this tournament on 15 situations where they're shorthanded. Now Walker trying to chip and chase down the left side. Brady Walker wraps it around the wall for Kelowna. Battle for it down low on the right wing. It's worked back to Stone at the blue line. He'll flip it across to Fisher playing the point here in the power play. He'll rip it around the boards. Benjamin Botel there to meet it. Their top scorer. To go back to Stone on the wall. Backdoor left side. Fisher's rebound off Morose. And it's just cleared past Stone and out and down ice. That off the stick of Otto Spofford. 35 to go in this power play as Delta so far killing off the first 90 seconds, but back in. Fisher flying in. Sharp angle shot steered away by Morose at the post. As Fisher is trying to break that down the left side and maybe bank that puck in. 2.5 to go in the period. 15 seconds left. Silver-Nagley will carry in. And an extra move puts his teammates offside as Kelowna can't break in Queenly. Luke Silver-Nagley was trying to make a play down the far side for Rink. Carrying that power play unit back in, but couldn't get the play on side as the extra move put his teammates offside on the near wing. So 9 seconds to go in the power play for RHA Kelowna. Face off just outside the Delta zone. Mathis Paul will play it back to his blue line. Ryder Mead will carry ahead. Final seconds of the power play now. Lang is out of the box. Breakout pass just missed Lang up the middle as he was trying to time that play on the pass from inside his own zone as that was off the stick there of Woltz. Now going back the puck. Silbernagel will drop it off. Again, it's chipped out by Mead to center. Delta will take over near their own bench with 1:48 to go. Zelenik tried to play it up the right side to Cruz Waltz. He was checked. Puck comes back outside the zone. Played in by Kelowna, but grabbed and cleared right away by Ryder Dunn back out to neutral. So RHA has to tag up on the delayed offside. Playing it down to himself on the right wing as Mathis Paul puts the brakes on in the corner, waiting for his line mates to finish a change. Comes out in front, his shot blocked by Dunn in tight. Great look there at the end of a shift for Paul as he made a nice move to pivot off the wall and cut in front, but his shot was ultimately blocked. Still 1-0 Delta with 1:09 to go in the period. Marcus Sadovia backboard in his own zone after Delta dumped it in for a line change. 61 to go in the period. And now a big hit by Mercick. Hit the defenseman Ruben Stone, and that knocked the door open where the two teams enter the ice. Meanwhile, puck is grabbed. Trying to come in front is Peterson. He was stopped in tight. That by Barclay. Just to finish that thought, that's the gate where one of the entrances to the ice is. Ruben Stone got knocked into that, and his hip went into the open door. Hopefully he's all right. And that's the door where Rink Hockey Academy Kelowna comes onto and off the ice. That's where their dressing room is on the near side, the camera side. And it was a big hit there that sent Stone into the open door, and hopefully it's all right. Icing the call against Delta with 37 to go in this first period. Still 1-0 for Delta over Kelowna in this U18 Prep final. Peterson hunkering down here for Rink, trying to win a face-off and get zone time. He wins it clean back. Botel puts it on the wall. Silver Nagli, a wrist shot missing from the right wing. Puck chopped to line, kicked down and kept in by Maxon Reed. Botel fighting for it on the wall, so too is Reed. But Rink can't get to it. It's chipped out to center ice by Danielson. Final 18 seconds, line change, stretch pass, Walker on right wing, drop pass, just out of the reach of Peterson as Delta was changing. Rink was trying to take advantage. Now Peterson takes it away. Down low, Walker trying to center. That's blocked and cleared as Delta might be called for icing here. No, the clock's going to run out before they can blow the whistle, as that was cleared down ice by Barclay to end the first period of play. Delta takes a 1-0 lead in the first intermission over Rink Hockey Academy Kelowna. And Jordan Martin is going to talk here to Ruben Stone, the Kelowna captain. We'll take it away, Jordan. After one, Delta leading Rink 1-0. We'll be back after this. But first, Jordan Martin with Delta, our RHA captain, Ruben Stone.
Jordan Martin of the CSSHL. I'm joined by Rink Kelowna defenseman Ruben Stone. Ruben, just talk about maybe the pace and speed of this final so far.
You know, it's been really fast. I think the teams came out to a great start, and Delta got one there, and we're just working to get back in the game here. So, yeah, we're just going to keep it going.
You guys, you lost your opening game. You fell behind against St. George's and again against Saha. Probably not ideal, but is this team comfortable playing from behind?
Yeah, this team's dealt with a lot of pressure all year, and we've been down a lot, and we're always a team that can get back into games and work our way back. So we've got no problem with this game and coming back.
Awesome. Well, good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Jordan Martin there with second period between Rink Hockey Academy Kelowna and Delta Hockey Academy. Delta leading 1-0 after 20 minutes. They outshot Rink 11-10 as well. The only goal in the first period went to Jacob Schwartz, his second at 10:34 from Alex Lang, right off a face-off in the Rink zone. So teams switch in for the second period. Delta goes broadcast left to right. They're in white with green trim. RHA Kelowna, they go broadcast right to left, black with red and blue striping. Tight first period, pretty evenly played first. Both teams match up quite well in this final. It was an entertaining first period. Heavy hockey, hard-hitting, fast, good forechecks, both goalies sharp. See what the second period has in store for this on this Sunday afternoon in Penticton. Western bragging rights on the line. The Western Championship up for grabs. The U18 Prep Division 1 final here. And right off the draw, coming back in is Schwartz. He shoots. And that's stopped by Nicholson for RHA Kelowna. He'll make the quick save, going down to his knees and stopping the clock. 12 seconds gone in this second period. Jacob Schwartz, second in scoring in the playoffs. with 7 points. Only second to teammate Cruz Waltz, who has 8 so far. And then Schwartz picking up that goal to actually tie him. Now with teammate Waltz, each with 8 off the draw. Barclay sends it around counterclockwise, but breakout pass. Botel trying to come in. He gets taken down, and the referee says play on. Looked like there was a loose hand maybe. And Rink's head coach not happy and maybe has an argument. Josh Bonner giving the referee an earful. That looked like maybe a potential penalty shot call for Benjamin Botel. Now Schwartz will flip back in for Delta. Early drama here in the second. Schwartz behind the rink net trying to center. That was blocked by Silbernagel, and he'll clear for RHA. So back in regrouping the Delta zone is Brian Albert. The German product goes over to Dunn. He lost the puck. Grabbed by Silbernagel in front. Ganda trying to center. Now he spins and tipped in front, but stopped in tight was Aiden Fisher as Moreau's jammed his pad against the post and made the save as Fisher got that last second pass from Maddox Ganda on that cross-ice feed down low after Dunn was pickpocketed. Now Danielson for Delta in the offensive zone. Finds the puck in the corner. Nathan Danielson will play it behind the net. Silbernagel will try to reverse to the near side. It is banked out by Fisher. Ganda picks it up. 2-on-3 down the left side. Silbernagel was coming in front, but he got checked at Ganda on the wall trying to spin away from traffic. And the puck goes back in behind the Delta net. Dunn on the far boards trying to clear. He was stopped, but following up was his teammate Milan Mercic, and he'll send it down ice. Not enough for icing those. Back for that's Maxon Reed. He'll wheel around the Kelowna net. Reed through center. Got stick check. Finds the puck again, though, down low on the right wing. Watched by Dunn. In behind the goal. He was trying to leave it off there for Dunn. Puck came to the sideboards. Danielson will rip it around reversing, but Kyron Fadun will take that away behind the net. Ryan Sadovia reversing the puck for Kelowna. Trying to keep it in was Reed on the far side, but that's chipped past him and out to center by Nathaniel Davidson. Regrouped, played back in by Kelowna, picked up by Javen Mann, and Delta will break out. Tudhope on the right side, carries in. Tudhope down the right wing, watched there closely by Meade. He'll play it around the net, but it's picked off and taken away. Robert G will just lay it up and down ice for Kelowna. Big customer at 6'7" and 225 pounds is Hudson Robert G from West Kelowna. Back in on the right side. Campbell's wrist shot missing as Nicholas Campbell is trying to go far side. That actually leaks all the way out to center ice. Fogelin was under pressure there from Cawley. Played it back in his own zone, and now it's played back in from center ice off the stick of Meade, and now picked up and flipped by Tudhope from center back inside Kelowna territory. So Robert G going back for that puck. Kelowna on the breakout, pass up the middle off a Delta stick, deflects back in behind the net of Moreau's. RHA Kelowna on the forecheck here. Mathis Paul tying up there with Barclay, spins Barclay around in a puck battle. They get the arms up on one another. Barclay gives him a cross check away from the puck. Penalty coming. Sadovia, wrist shot kicked out by Moreau's. Puck is touched now. And then Paul takes a late run at Barclay. And it might be offsetting penalties here. Mathis Paul and Nate Barclay had a running battle there. We'll see if they call Paul for that late hit, and I think they do. I think Mathis Paul might have just taken Kelowna off the power play here. The original call was coming to Barclay. He got his stick up, and then Paul came over and put him into the boards. When the penalty was being called, the whistle had already went, and this looks like it's offsetting minor penalties. We look like we're playing 4-on-4 hockey here. We're going to say the extra 2. So it is offsetting penalties. I should say play 5-on-5 at the U18 level. So even up calls there because Paul took his team off the power play after Barclay was getting the original penalty for the cross-check. So minor penalties for both players. We play 5-on-5 with 4:10 gone in the second. So Delta regroups behind their net. Zelenik has the puck. Aaron Zelenik at his goal line. Snaps it out to center. That was knocked down by the stick of Walker. Botel picks it up. Walks in right wing. Ben Botel pulls up in the circle. Snapshot deflected away. His teammate in front was Peterson trying to tip that. Marcus Sadovia had his shot go wide from the wall. And it's cleared by Delta out to center. Picked up by Kelowna. Fed by Peterson on the right side. Driving low. Peterson takes it around the net. Riley Peterson reversing back around to Botel in the right wing. He'll skate back to the blue line. Ben Botel up top. Wrist shot off the body of his teammate. Now to play it goes for a whistle. Riley Peterson, another big body on this Rink Kelowna team at 6'3", 207 pounds. Was setting up shop in front looking for the screen, but that shot by Botel hit him and went out of play. So face-off staying in the Delta zone. Looks like Rink has some momentum here early in the second. 5 minutes gone, but they're still down 1-0 to Delta. Jake Schwartz, the only goal back at 10:34 the first for Delta on a rebound in front of the Kelowna net after the set face-off play by Delta was executed to perfection. So Rink now in the breakout. Reed on left wing will drive it in. Maxon Reed played it behind the net, stayed out on the forecheck. Shot from the corner, stopped by Moroz on a sharp angle there from Ganda. And it's banked out to center ice now. Off the stick of Jack Morgan, the Langley product, as Delta plays it back to the Kelowna line. Now ahead for Fisher, sprung down the middle, but he got tied up by Foglin on the back check. Great hustle there by Sullivan Foglin on that pass from blue line to blue line, trying to spring Fisher up the middle. He almost had a step, but Foglin closed the gap and tied him up as Fisher was unable to get the shot. Now the puck battle behind the Kelowna net. It's reversed to Fisher, try to tip it out, kept in by Danielson on the right side. He'll send it back behind the goal. Campbell in the forecheck, puts a shoulder there into Silver Nagley. Puck turned over, came off the stick of Reed. Danielson flips it down low for Delta. Javen Mann in the corner, trying to play in front, but got tied up, and finally Rink will clear. As that Silver Nagley sending the puck down ice. Now Javen Mann at center got checked. Maddox Ganda back in for Rink on the left side. Trying to get around Albert. Drop pass broken up, and Brian Albert will play it ahead. Here's Campbell on the right side for Delta coming in. Campbell in the corner, puts the brakes on. Leaves it down low for Jack Tudhope. He'll try to chip out in front, blocked by Robert G. And now maybe a 3-on-2 if Kelowna can hurry. Fisher pulls up right wing. His pass off a stick and out of play as it hits the netting above the Delta goal for stoppage of play with 13:10 remaining in this second period. Rink was trying to catch Delta. Here's that chance earlier in the shift for Fisher up the middle, but a great play by Sullivan Fogelin to close the gap and block that shot attempt. Still 1-0 Delta here, approaching the 7-minute mark of this second period. It's been a tight checking back and forth hockey game. As advertised, this U18 Prep final, the Western Championships in the Canadian Sports School Hockey League. So back behind their net to receive that puck is Ryder Mead, touched up by his goaltender. Left side at center. That's played back in by Ryan Sadovia. He'll play it in deep. Worked around to the right side. Cauley chips it behind the Delta net. Now reversing is Foglin. Bartlett will try to clear. Fadun kept it in. He'll spin it back behind the Delta goals. That line is changing for Kelowna. Trying to break out here is Hoagland. He'll play it across at center near the penalty box doors. But Cauley intercepts and plays it back in. Foglin leaves it for Dunn on the wall. Ryder Dunn up the middle near the Kelowna bench for Hoagland. He got the stick knocked out of his hands there by Mead, and Rink takes it back. Breakout pass by Sadovia on the left side, tipped in by Downey, and then he gets spilled by Dunn on the boards. Puck is loose. Selikoff back to the point. Paul gets it, rips the shot, blocked as Mathis Paul back on the ice after serving that minor penalty. And now Dunn in transition for Delta. Drops it off for Schwartz. Goal scorer got stopped with a back check there. Good hustle by Selikoff, and back is Paul on left wing for Kelowna. Left it behind the net. Downey banging bodies down low, trying to get the puck back for Rink, but done a great play out of traffic to grab it and play it out to his blue line. Paul, a big hit near the Rink bench there as he put a shoulder into Alex Lang. Puck goes back in the Kelowna corner, picked up. Marcus Sadovia, nice pass out to center. Salikov ahead, Paul walking, dragging, shooting, but blocked by Leonard, who comes across and makes the defensive play. And now Delta, Lang will play ahead. Jake Schwartz trying to come in, but puts his teammate Waltz offside with that extra move. And that stops the clock with 11:10 to go in the second period. Some good transition hockey here in the second period by both teams. Rinks had a couple looks off the rush, but they made some great defensive plays of Delta, the back check. We talked about Sullivan Foglin denying Aiden Fisher earlier, and then just on that last shift, it was a nice play by Mac Leonard to come across and break up that chance for Mathis Paul. Still 1-0 Delta, approaching the midway mark of the period and the game, but now on the rush, Maxon Reed had his dump in, go into the Kelowna bench and back onto the ice for a stoppage. So that'll be a face-off in neutral territory. Both teams coming off great runs to get here. Yesterday, it was Delta beating Prairie Hockey Academy 7-6 in one semifinal. Then in overtime, it was Rink Hockey Academy Kelowna beating Saha 4-3 to advance to today's final. So both playing nail-biters yesterday, and here we are, a one-goal game in Sunday's final in the U18 Prep division. Rink wins that face-off outside their zone. Chipped in on the left side by Reed. Took a hit to make the play as Danielson got a piece of him. Leonard lost the puck behind his net. Rink gets to it. Back to Reed at the point. Filters it down low. Peterson trying to find it with Walker. Comes out near side. Blocker stopped by Morose. Jabs the waffle board out to make that stop off Silver-Nagley. Now back is Jack Morgan for Delta. Pulls up on the boards. Feeds it down low. Barclay in tight. Centering pass just missed at the side of the net. Now Danielson at the point has it for Delta. Spins it across the zone. Barclay takes it off the wall. Drags it back up top. Side of the net. Tried to be tipped on in front. That was blocked though by a Kelowna stick. Peterson trying to clear. Second effort comes back to him. And Riley Peterson will chip out to center on the far side. Zelenik back for it for Delta. Strong arms the puck off the wall out to center. Kelowna trying to regroup quickly, but offside was Dominic Silbernagel on the far wing as Botel was trying to quickly take up and play it back in. So face-off coming back on the Kelowna side of center ice after that offside whistle stops the clock. Halfway mark of the second. 9:53 left. Still 1-0 for Delta here. Face-off won by Delta. They put it back in behind the net off the stick of Zelenik. Robert G will reset here with his D partner Ryder Mead. He'll break it out as Mead. At center ice, he'll dump it in behind the Delta net. Zelenik got knocked down, puck in the corner. Silbernagel leaves it there in the cycle game. That for Ganda. He'll go cross ice to Robert G on the wall. Rich shot tipped just wide in front by Silbernagel. As that was a nice try by Dominic Silbernagel. Silbernagel gets it in tight. What a stop by Morose on the one-timer by Fisher as he hugged his post and made the save. The best chance for Fisher in this period. Kelowna regrouping at their blue line. Breakout pass, missed Silbernagel, and that's an icing call against RHA Kelowna to stop the clock with 9:01 to go. Watch the replay here. Fisher got the puck where he wanted, that one-timer in the circle. Left-handed shot, got it clean off. And a point-blank save there by Grayson Morose for Delta, who's been excellent. Shots were 11-10 for Delta after one. But you got to feel like Kelowna's got the shot advantage right now here in the second. They've been pouring on some pressure in the first 10 minutes. 11 gone here in the second. Still 1-0 Delta. An icing call against Kelowna. Talk about these two teams having somewhat Cinderella runs or getting hot at the right time. No player outside of Ryder Dunn in this game finished in the top 20 in scoring except for him and Riley Peterson are in this regular season scoring, I'd say no player finished in the top 20 in scoring in the regular season at the U18 Prep division. That's playing in this game. Now back in on right wing. Low shot missing there from the boards by Kyron Fadun. He goes back around the boards to the right wing inside the Delta zone. Fadun on the far board just plays it around the net with help. Marcus Sadovia comes down from the blue line for Kelowna to hold the puck in. Marcus Sadovia had chipped past him, maybe a 2-on-1 here, but great hustle by Stone to knock it away from Bartlett at center. Dunn follows up, though, for Delta. Carries in on right wing. Chops it behind the net. Delta's changing, so Dunn stays out in the forecheck. Stone will play it out to center. Cauley chips it back in. Coming back down is Ryan Sadovia. Takes it around the net. Now fires, scores! Ryan Sadovia from the boards on a sharp angle. Sneaks it in, and we are tied with 7:49 to go. It's 1-1. Ryan Sadovia from the right wing near the wall fires in low past Morose, and it's a tie game. I'm not sure if that changed direction before it banked in off the goalie's pad. For Sadovia, his third goal of the playoffs, as he shot it from the right wing wall, and we are tied with 7:49 to go. As that goal comes at 12:11 from Ruben Stone, the assist. Sadovia's third of the tournament, and it's a tie game. Well, Kelowna has been pressing in this second, so maybe that was just inevitable for them to tie it the way they've been pushing here in the first half of the period. It took to the 12:11 mark, but they finally break through Grayson Morose, and we're tied. But back in the other way, Alex Lang centering, they score! Just like that, Cruz Waltz puts Delta back ahead. It's 2-1. What an answer by Delta on the shift after a goal. Lang down the left wing, centered in front, and Waltz buries the one-timer, and it's 2-1 for Delta just like that. His sixth of the tournament, as their two top scorers, Jacob Schwartz and Cruz Waltz, on the score sheet here. Ryan Sadovia just scored for Rink Hockey Academy to make it a 1-1 game. And then it's Delta on the next shift coming down seconds later. Pass in front, and Waltz snaps it home. So Cruz Waltz get his tournament-leading sixth goal, and it's now quickly Delta 2, Kelowna 1 in this second period. Wow, things popping off here in Penticton in this U18 Prep final. Sadovia, his third from Ruben Stone at 12:11, made it 1-1. We'll wait for the scoring play on this latest Delta goal as they lead now by 1. And Delta's on the forecheck. Nathaniel Danielson will play it behind the net. Intercepted by Reed. He'll play it up the far wing. On ahead it goes. Peterson down the left side. His shot blocked by Zolodek. Peterson lost his stick as well. 6:23 to go in the period. Delta 2, Kelowna 1 in this U18 Prep Division 1 final. And now a dump in all the way down ice by Delta goes in on Nicholson, and he'll play it aside. So Delta's Cruz Waltz from Alex Lang at 12:43 as he scores after Ryan Sadovia scored at 12:11. 2 goals in 32 seconds here in the period. Now a penalty on the play as a slashing call is being called here against Brady Walker of RHA Kelowna, and Delta is going to their second power play. So Walker was called for the trip, or the slash I should say. And now Delta, with 5:57 to go, has a chance to add to their 2-1 lead on their second power play of the afternoon. So how about that? Ryan Sadovia at 12:11, then 32 seconds later, Cruz Waltz at 12:43 puts Delta back ahead. So Delta's power play, 6 for 18 in the tournament, goes to work for the second time, looking to add to their lead. Danielson, backdoor left wing. Schwartz shooting, missing on the stick side. Nathaniel Danielson plays it up the wall. Back to point to Barclay. Across he goes. Schwartz back to Danielson. Shooting off the post. Puck in front. Knocked just wide by Lang with Nicholson down. Danielson hit iron on the stick side on that regroup play in the right circles. They went east to west, and he had a great look there. 5:19 to go in the second. Delta 2, Kelowna 1. Delta on the power play still for 119. Schwartz carries it. He's had a great afternoon. Now back midpoint, Barclay. His shot blocked. Good stick there to knock it down by Ryan Sadovia, who just scored for Rink a few minutes ago. And now back in his own zone, Nate Barclay wheels away from Silbernagel and brings it back in. His shot stopped by Nicholson. Took that into the crest and hangs on for a whistle. So Brady Walker still has 55 seconds left in his slashing penalty. Great look on our monitor there on that post that was hit by Danielson, and the rebound jammed just wide by Alex Lang in front. So Delta's power play continues. Face-off right wing in the rink zone. And Kelowna does win the draw, and they do clear as Marcus Sadovia sends it down ice. Race for it. Brother Ryan Sadovia after it, but then he got spun around and pushed off the puck. Dunn will drop it off and carried out to center now as Mercick brings it back in. Milan Mercick down the right wing, left it on the wall. Trying to make a play there was Tudhope, but he lost it, and it's cleared all the way back down ice. That by Colley. So Moroz will jam that puck off for his defenseman Dunn. 18 to go in this Delta power play. Their second of the afternoon. They're 0 for 1 so far. Dunn got it back for Javen Mann. Wide on left wing. Centering pass. Just missed his teammate Tudhope on the near side, who blew a tire and fell down. Ryder Dunn recovers a puck at center. Chips it back in, but it's cleared right away by Reed. Walker to the box will race down this puck for Kelowna. Chips it out in front, knocked away by Dunn, who's hustling back. So Rink kills off that penalty. They're 2 for 2 on the PK today. They're down a goal with 3:39 to go in the second. It's 2-1 Delta. Peterson keeps it in for Kelowna. Botel trying to play it in front. That's blocked. Not cleared though by Mann. Bouncing puck comes across to Campbell. Campbell can't clear. Kept in front, Botel off the post. Rebound, they score! Brady Walker ties the game. It's 2-2 with 3:21 to go. What action here in the second. Ben Botel had the goalie dead to rights, rips it off iron, then Walker follows up. He scores his second of the tournament. And Rink has come back to tie it again, as Walker found the loose change in front and ripped it glove side. And it's 2-2 with 3:21 to go. What action here. Third goal of the second period. Rink has scored both their goals in the second. Botel, the last one you want to leave in front open, hit the post, came right back in front, and Walker was there to rip it in. And we are once more tied here in this U18 Prep Division 1 final. So faceoff will stay inside the Delta zone now. Taking the draw is Dominic Silbernagel for Rink, going up against Jake Schwartz of Delta. Schwartz won it back. Barclay off the glass. That was knocked down by Fisher with a stick. Second effort, Fisher gloved that down. Aiden Fisher's been very noticeable. He's had some good looks today. Dishes out in front. Silbernagel had his bid blocked by Lang. Puck kept in. Sadovia trying to find Ryan Sadovia. Scored once already. That blocked. Comes back to Fisher in the high slot. Just inside the blue line. He'll cut down the left side. Aiden Fisher shooting. That's a pad stop, but the whistle stops play. It's blown dead. And it looked like the net might have come off its moorings. Is that why they're calling that play dead? Whistle stops play with 2:45 to go. No, the net was slightly ajar. I do wear glasses, but my eyes aren't that bad. I can tell the net when it's off. I thought maybe that's why they called it. It was just off its hinge there, if you will. The net was propped up. So face-off left wing in the Delta zone after the net was knocked off. 2:45 to go. Brady Walker from Ben Botel and Riley Peterson at 16:39, the tying goal here for Rink. Zelenik for Delta, lost it. They score! Theo Salikoff gives Rink their first lead. It's 3-2 with 2:33 to go. Zelenik in the corner, fanned on it. Zelikoff got it, rips it stick side through a crowd. And it's 3-2 for Rink as Theo Salikoff, what timing for his first point of the tournament, had no points coming into today's game, scores his first as the Lake Country BC product rips it in from the left circle. And it's back-to-back goals for Kelowna. And all of a sudden they lead 3-2 with 2.5 minutes to go in the second period. Theo Salikoff took the puck away in the corner after Zelenik fanned on that clearing attempt. As now it's played up and over the glass and on the netting there by Ryan Sadovia to stop play. We'll wait for the announcement here, but looking at the box score online, that's now 4 goals in this second. 3 by RHA Kelowna. Brady Walker and Theo Salikoff have scored back-to-back goals for Kelowna to grab their first lead of the afternoon. What an action-packed U18 Prep Division I final here at the Okanagan Hockey Training Center. Back underway. Hudson Robertgy will settle things down with 2:08 to go as he grabs the puck in front of Rink's net. Snaps the pass out to center. Schwartz knocks it down for Delta. Throws it in on the goaltender, Nicholson. He'll play that himself off the glass and just stayed in play, and out to center it goes. Dunn trying to play that puck across that center, but went into the netting above the benches, and that stops play on a deflection. So Theo Salikoff scoring his first of the tournament at 17:27. On the box score, they say unassisted. As that went off, the defenseman Zelenik, he fanned on it, came to Salikoff, and he scored on the stick side as he just snapped it right away and made it a 3-2 lead here for RHA Kelowna with under now 2 minutes to go. An icing call against Kelowna as Peterson tried to beat out that race the puck there against Mac Leonard. But the referees blow it dead, and the faceoff coming back in Rink territory, I should say. So Ryan Sadovia tied the game for Kelowna at 12-11. Then Cruz Wald scored half a minute later for Delta to give them a 2-1 lead. But since then, Brady Walker and Theo Salikoff have scored under a minute apart. Walker tied it for Kelowna at 16:39. Salikoff then got the lead at 17:27. Goals in bunches here in the second period as now Nicholson covers a puck in front of his net for Kelowna to stop play late in this middle frame. 4 goals in this second, 3 by Kelowna. 1:31 to go. Kelowna leading Delta 3-2 in this U18 Prep Division I final right now. So face-off in Kelowna territory. Peterson against Schwartz on the far side. It's one back to the point. Leonard shot blocked. Kelowna trying to break out. Peterson 2-on-2 trying to cut in on Barclay. Got stick check. Throws the rebound out in front. Botel scores! Ben Botel, welcome to the final. Their leading scorer makes it 4-2 with 1:20 to go. Rebound out in front. Botel through traffic goes to the backhand on the glove side of Grayson Morose and makes it a 4-2 Rink lead as they've scored 3 unanswered goal here late in the second period. Great determination by Riley Peterson to bring it down the wing and make that play happen. Botel getting his 7th, which leads the playoff scoring race right now, as he makes it now 4-2 for Kelowna, as they've scored 3 times here late in the period to turn a 2-1 deficit into a 4-2 lead. What drama here in Penticton, this U18 final. We still have a period to go at least. See how Delta responds. Danielson at center pokes it across the red line. Cleared the other way by Silbernagel down ice. Fisher grabs it in front. Sadovia! That's stopped in tight. What a stop by Morose with 45 seconds left. Delta tries to counter down the far wing. Lang trying to center in front. That just missed. Or check that. That was Mercick. And now the other way is Fisher. He'll shoot. That's blocked. Off the leg of Barclay. Half a minute to go in this second. Now 4-2 Kelowna over Delta. Turned over at the Delta line as Mercick will grab it though and play it back in his own zone for the regroup. As Barclay has 17 seconds left to start the rush for Delta. Rink leading 4-2 late in the second. Nate Barclay just dumps it in. Nicholson, the goalie, at the side of his net, plays it to the wall. Big hit by Paul at the blue line, but Barclay kept it in, but now it's cleared down ice. And that will do it for the second period. Kelowna scoring 3 late goals in the final 3.5 minutes of the second as they lead by a score of 4-2 after 2 periods. And Rink Hockey Academy Kelowna right now, if the score holds, 20 minutes away from their first championship at the U18 Prep Division 1 level. Jordan Martin now.
Jordan Martin of the CSSHL. I'm joined here with Brady Walker from Rink Kelowna. Brady, it feels like just a minute ago you guys were trailing 2-1 and it's 4-2 now for you guys. What were you able to do to flip this game upside down?
It was an absolute wake-up call. It took us getting down for us to realize that we're here. And, we battled back, and I'm so proud of the boys for battling.
And then final 20 here, what do you need to do to win? And how are you going to handle maybe the nerves, the emotions, all that stuff?
Last 5 that we played in this period, I think we got to stick the exact same game. Not let off. We can't let them back in this game.
Awesome. Well, good luck the rest of the way.
Okay, thank you.
Brady Walker with Jordan Martin after 2 periods of play. Let's take a look at the second period highlights. Lots to get to. Here, a great chance early on. Ben Botel thought he was hauled down. The referee said play on. We'll hear from Botel later. Aiden Fisher as well had a partial break, but he couldn't break free of the back check there of Fogelin. Eventually, Rink did tie this game. It was Ryan Sadovia at 12-11, scoring from a near impossible angle on the far side. Banked it in off the goaltender. His third of the tournament as you see Ryan Sadovia go around the net and then throw it in off the pad. And that made it a 1-1 tie. One more look at it here. Sadovia taking it himself and just turning and putting it on net. And as the saying goes, pucks on net, good things happen. But half a minute later, what a response by Delta. Their big guns out there. And it's Lang for Schwartz, or I should say, it's Lang in front for Waltz, and he buries on that one-timer as Cruz Waltz scoring on a quick centering pass out from behind the net. That 32 seconds after the goal by Kelowna, and all of a sudden Delta's back up 2-1. And how about this? This could have been the game changer on a Delta power play when they were leading 2-1. It was a post hit by Nathaniel Danielson, and then, boy, did that loom large because it's Rink tying the game not long after. Brady Walker scoring at 16:39 after Botel hit the post. He scores, and it's 2-2 in the second period. Another look here. Botel off the post. Walker finds the puck and scores the rebound out in front. And Rink Hockey Academy Kelowna tied up. Then they get their first lead. This is Theo Salikoff at 17:27. Just 1 minute, or not even, 48 seconds later, not even a minute later, on the fan clearing attempt by Zelenik in the corner. You see it one more time here. His stick was lifted, and Theo Salikoff, what about this for timing? His first point of the tournament. Had no points in the previous 4 games. He scored stick side, and RHA Kelowna get their first lead, and then a huge insurance marker from their top scorer, Ben Botel at 18:40. Caps off, wait for it, 3 goals in just 1 minute and 59 seconds. For Rink Hockey Academy Kelowna, they went from down 2-1 to up 4-2. Acabite on Flow Hockey TV, a Groovy Productions broadcast for you in the U18 Division 1 Prep Final. Rink Hockey Academy Kelowna leading Delta Hockey Academy 4-2 to start this third period. We just saw 5 goals in that middle frame. Shots in the second, by the way. Rink Hockey Academy Kelowna 12, Delta Hockey Academy 9. So shots 22-20 for Kelowna over Delta going into this third period. Teams attacking the way they did back in the first. So Kelowna going broadcast left to right, Delta right to left. Hopefully you're enjoying this one on Flow Hockey TV. What a conclusion on the final day of the CSSHL Western Championships. A great U18 Prep Division I final we've seen so far. Full of dramatics, twists and turns. And we still have 20 minutes to play here. What a showcase. Talking about parity as well. I was talking with Andy Oakes before the game, and he was raving about the parity so far in this division, seeing these seeds in the final, as none of the top 8 teams made it to the final. Back underway, Brady Walker, a wrist shot from the right wing as he was testing Moroz, looking for his second of this tournament. Moroz punched that away, and Delta's regrouping. On the left side, trying to bring it back out was Barclay. He was stopped, but following up, that is Lang. He'll chip it across center. Fight for the puck near the penalty box. Walker skips it in on the goalie, and Grayson Moroz will settle that down. Coming into the tournament, Rink was ranked 11th, Delta 16. There's 21 teams in the U18 Prep Division, and it's the 2 teams in the bottom half of the table in today's final. 2 great runs by these 2 programs. Talk about parity. Anyone can win at any time at this level. We're seeing these 2 teams on a great run. Mercick back in on the right side, got stick checked. Nice defensive play by Maxon Reed, and the puck is flipped down ice the other way by Kelowna. So back for that puck is Fogelin. He'll bank it out to center. Chipped in by Morgan. Delta looking for offense now as they quickly gone from 2-1 up to 4-2 down as they look to erase a 2-goal deficit here in the third. Ryder Dunn back for the puck. A Richmond product will pivot up the right side. Chip it ahead. Trying to get it back from Mercick. Now Dunn does off the skate, plays it in as Morgan has to tag up on the delayed offside. Rink will tip it in the other way. That's Ryan Sadovia. He started the scoring for Kelowna back in the second. He tied the game. He tips it in deep. Grab back though, and it's played ahead by Brian Albert, the German product. That puck jammed in by Danielson for Delta. Now Robert G in the corner, shields the puck there, allowing his teammate to grab it. It's whipped out by Thadun to center ice. Sadovia racing it down, got taken down in front of the Delta net. Referee's arm goes up. Play not blown dead because Delta can't touch it, and now Meade will touch the puck, and we get a penalty here to Delta as Ryan Sadovia was in alone, and he was taken down by Ryder Dunn. That could have been maybe, was that close to being a penalty shot? Nonetheless, RHA Kelowna is not going to complain. They're on the power play, looking to add to their lead. Second power play of the afternoon for Kelowna. This with 2:17 gone here in this third period. As they're trying to maybe salt this one away with a power play goal. I say maybe because both teams have scored in bunches, and it seems like no deficit is insurmountable this afternoon. So Kelowna leading Delta 4-2 on the power play is Kelowna, but Delta wins the face-off. And that puck is cleared down ice. That by Tudhope. And back behind his net is the captain, Ruben Stone, for Kelowna to break it out again. By the way, all 6 goals this afternoon scored at even strength. Both teams have yet to score on the power play. Delta's had 2 power plays. This is Rink's second. And the Delta Hockey Academy turn Kelowna away at the blue line, and it's Mac Leonard sending that down ice. Half-minute shaved off the clock here. Stone, though, an errant drop pass picked up and taken away. Bartlett shorthanded coming in. Botel got back to block that shot. Great regroup there by Ben Botel to get on the defensive side of things during the power play and help out his teammate Ruben Stone after his drop pass was picked off. Great play by Jake Bartlett for Delta to anticipate the drop pass and pick it off. His shot, though, was off a sticking out of play. 3 minutes gone here in the third. Rink wins the face-off in their own zone. Their power play still has 1:14 left in it. Sent down ice by Kelowna. Tying up his man is Mathis Paul behind the net. That allows it to go back to Silver Nagley. His shot, that's punched out in front by the goalie Moroz, and it's cleared down ice by Spofford. Silver Nagley in the corner, got it from his goaltender. Now feed it on ahead, and it's Peterson banking it from center back in. On the forecheck is Paul, gives Leonard a ride into the end boards. Puck is ripped around the boards by Zelenik, and he gets it out of the zone for Delta. 38 to go in this power play for Rink Hockey Academy. They're up 4-2 here in the early minutes of the third. Peterson carries back in, got stick checked at the blue line as he can't enter the zone. Delta's penalty kill has been very good today. Ryan Sadovia will leave it off on the drop pass for Ryder Mead. He'll bank it in down the wall. Mead will hustle after it for Kelowna. On the left wing for Sadovia. Back for Mead. Or that was Ganda going back for Mead, I should say. My apologies. Up the wall to Paul. They'll just play it around the boards counterclockwise. On the far side there to meet it is Mead. He'll chop it behind the net. Ganda centers. Oh, a block shot in tight. Great look there at the end of a power play as one-time bid by Kyron Fadoun just went wide off the leg of the defenseman in front. Now Schwartz shooting. That's blocked. Kyron Fadoun got in front of that. It had his shot blocked at one end and then came back and blocked the Schwartz chance at the other. That would have been big for Delta as Jacob Schwartz was looking for his second of the championship game. Still 4-2 for Kelowna over Delta. Alex Lang trying to step in, but he's offside at the Kelowna blue line. That stops the clock. So both teams have gone 0 for 2 in the power plays as penalty kills flexing their muscles this afternoon in the championship final. Face up just outside the Kelowna zone on left wing after the offside call against Delta. Approaching the 5-minute mark. One ahead by Schwartz as he got that away from Salikov. Robert G, though, picks it up. He'll send it ahead. This is Paul cutting in. Mathis Paul on the left wing. His shot just fought off by Moroz. Got his glove to that. Delta will play it out to center. Lang on ahead on right wing. Waltz back in. Far side on his back end. Center just missed Lang as that pass went underneath his stick. Delta keeps it in. Comes back to Schwartz in the circle. Pulls it across to Fogelin. His shot missing glove side. Kicked off the end boards. Schwartz picks up that loose puck. Cuts the middle. That shot just went wide. I don't think Nicholson never saw that, as that shot by Schwartz was through traffic in front. I don't think Nicholson saw the shot before it hit the end boards. Robert G will clear for Kelowna. That pass tipped in by Owen Downey to negate the icing call. So now back in their own zone is Delta. Breakout pass blocked by Walker at the blue line as Barclay was trying to go up the gut. Nate Barclay with 6 minutes gone will reverse direction. Played up the right wing and get it out to center, but that's picked off. Trying to come back in is Peterson. He got checked, but forced the puck behind the net. Delta, Mersick had that picked up. Botel, draw pass. Peterson scores! Riley Peterson capitalizing on a turnover in the Delta zone. Kelowna leading 5-2 in the third. Botel dropped it back to Riley Peterson. He scores his second of the playoffs. And now the lead has stretched to 5-2 for RHA Kelowna. That a great shot by Riley Peterson on the stick side. No chance there for Grayson Moroz after the puck was turned over on the failed breakout pass. Great play by Ben Botel to knock it down and then eventually drop it back to Peterson in front, and he scores from between the circles. And now Kelowna have scored 4 unanswered goals. They're back in. Fisher shooting, stopped by Moroz with the pad on the glove side as Fisher came down the left wing. Kelowna almost had another goal there on a shift after a goal. Now back to Ruben Stone. Left point, Marcus Sadovia, wrist shot snared by the glove of Moreau's. He'll hang on. Riley Peterson from Ben Botel at 6:14. The scoring summary on that last goal for Kelowna after the turnover. And Botel this afternoon's got 3 points. 1 goal and 2 assists so far, as he's had a terrific tournament. The product of Lake Country coming into the game. He had 9 points to lead the U18 playoff scoring race, and now is up to 12 points in his 5th game of the tournament. Off the draw, Zelenik in the corner for Delta. Regrouping, nice pivot to play ahead. On to Javen Mann down the left side. Mann puts the brakes on in the corner. Centers in front, Campbell just missing short side. Puck comes back to Zelenik on the wall right wing. Got stick checked though by Fisher, who'll poke it out to center ice. Delta's down 5-2, can they respond, but back in is Rink. Centering pass just missed as Ganda was trying to go to the right side, looking for Fadun, and that was broken up. Mann will chip it out to center to himself. Javen Mann rumbling in on the left wing. Dragging, shooting, kicked out by Nicholson. As we approach the 8-minute mark of the third. Rink Hockey Academy Kelowna leading Delta 5-2 in this U18 Division I Prep Final. Puck battle in the Delta zone. On the wall, Cawley jamming at it. Delta almost turned it over. Cawley in front trying to find it, but play is stopped. I think we have a penalty being called back by the second referee at center ice. Guilty party here for Kelowna is Kyron Fadun. As Fedden took down his man in the offensive zone. So Delta's got a lifeline here. Face off right wing. Their third power play and a chance for Delta to get back in this game. Lots of time left. 12 minutes to go. It's 5-2 for Kelowna, but Delta's on the power play, but RHA clears it off the draw down ice. As I mentioned earlier, at the start of the game, Delta scored 6 power play goals in their previous 4 games. Dunn back in on the right side on his back end. Ryder Dunn takes it around the Kelowna net, feeds the point to Schwartz. Across Danielson, back to Dunn, middle point. Now to Schwartz. He'll shoot, he scores! Jacob Schwartz threads the needle through a crowd. Delta is still alive. It's 5-3 with 11:30 to go. Schwartz through a crowd on the glove side, rips it past Nicholson. His second goal of the game. Delta scoring on the power play. And now it's a 2-goal game with lots of time left. That goal coming at 8:30 of this third period. As Schwartz scoring his second, as he scored back in the first to open the scoring. As now Delta's 1 for 3 on the man advantage. And their big guns have come to play. You want stars to shine brightest on the biggest stage, and that's what's happening here in the prep final. The star players for both teams have come to play. Ben Botel's got 3 points. Jacob Schwartz has got 2 goals. Also involved today is Cruz Waltz, the top scorer for Delta in the playoffs. All the big names making their presence felt, and it all adds up for a great recipe of hockey here this afternoon. 5-3 now the score with 11:25 to go for Kelowna. As that goal in the power play by Schwartz makes it a 2-goal game. Now off the draw, Robert G. point shot kicked out on that bid from the right wing. Low shot trying to go the glove side. Now behind the net. Jam play trying to be centered in front by Peterson. That was blocked and cleared by Schwartz out to center. Cruz Waltz dancing in. Backhand missing. Comes off the end boards. And it's just missed by Waltz behind the net. Puck cleared into the netting by Kelowna for a stoppage with 11 minutes to go. So it's Nathaniel Danielson and Ryder Dunn assisting on that power play goal by Jacob Schwartz at 8:30 to make it a 5-3 game. 11 minutes to go here. And we talked about it in the second. teams scoring in bunches. Well, they've done that here in the third as well. Those 2 goals, Riley Peterson of Kelowna and Jake Schwartz of Delta, coming just over 2 minutes apart, 6:14 and 8:30. And now Kelowna guilty of icing right off the face-off in their own zone, so we'll do it again back in Kelowna territory. And a very manageable game here for Rick Lance's team as Delta is down by 2, but there's still 11 minutes to go. And we've seen how this championship game has unfolded. Both teams seem to score in bunches, so you can't count Delta out yet. When it got to 5-2, you thought writing might have been on the wall, but the famous quote by Rick Lance pregame with Jordan Martin was, "Belief is a powerful thing," and Delta still certainly believes right now as Rinks called for another icing, as winning that race back was Sullivan Fogelin. And belief is a powerful tool, and we'll see if Delta can continue to press here. See what Kelowna can do, and see what head coach for Kelowna, Josh Bonner, cooks up here and try to turn the tide and get his team back on their feet or on their toes, as right now Delta's tilted the ice a little bit since they've scored to make it 5-3. Mann won the face-off, but grabbing it is Walker, and he'll play out to center. Botel had the puck bounce away from him. Javen Mann pokes it back in for Delta. 10.5 to go in the third. Kelowna leading Delta 5-3 in the final. Tudhope waits for his teammate to tag up, plays it in down the right wing. Javen Mann behind the net. Tudhope centering off a stick. Comes back to Barclay. He'll go up top. One-timer done. Glove stop by Nicholson. Great save there by Connor Nicholson on the drive from Ryder Dunn. That was the shot Dunn wanted. The left-handed defenseman cranked the one-timer from the right wing. But Nicholson came across and made the save. Still 5-3 Kelowna over Delta in the third period of this Prep U18 Division I final. Wrapping up the final day of the Western Championship in Penticton. But now Mathis Paul trying to break back in. He got stopped. Salikov follows up, who scored back in the second for Rink. He'll play it behind the net. Puck in the right corner. Downey fighting for it with Barclay. Comes out in front. Owen Downey turns and shoots. Up and out of play that goes. That might have rode off a stick. Like what we've seen from Owen Downey. Plays a real hard game. 6 foot 170 forward from Lake Country, just outside of Kelowna. He's been a real hard worker for RHA Kelowna today. So his shot was deflected out of play. Face-off staying in the Delta zone. Face-off will be on the right side. Theo Selikov won it to the wall. Morgan trying to clear, kept in. Downey for Kelowna in front. Grab back by Selikov. He'll filter it off the wall, back in behind the net. Paul after it. Gets tied up on a puck battle on the boards. That allows Delta to skate it out. Morgan across, and Danielson lifts it in from the Kelowna blue line. Back half of this third period. 9:31 to go. 5-3 Kelowna leading Delta right now in this championship final. Delta trying to tilt the ice and cut into the 2-goal deficit, but it's flipped out by Mathis Paul. Back to the Delta line, quickly played back in. Mersick on the forecheck, can't get to it. Puck reversed by Mead to the far side. Fisher goes back to Mead, and he'll poke that ahead and back to Delta territory. Fogelin goes off the glass. Morgan knocks it down. Plays it ahead for Zelenik. Aaron Zelenik at center. Swings it near side. Milan Mersick walking in. Tries to thread it in the middle. That was blocked. Comes back to Fogelin. A long shot. Glove down and held by Connor Nicholson with 8:51 to go. In the third, Riley Peterson for Kelowna scored his second at 6:14 to make it 5-2, but Delta's Jacob Schwartz scored his second goal of the game on the power play at 8:30 to make it a 5-3 score. That's where we stand right now. Fraser Rogers with you. Daniel Kenward on our main camera. Aaron Yackel down on camera number 2 in the corner. Producing is Andrew Jacobite here on Flow Hockey TV. Face-off, one back by Mann, but goes past the point man in Barclay, so Delta goes back for it in their own zone. Second half of this third, the final stretch here, and the Delta breakout pass off a stick and out of play goes for a stoppage. So neutral zone draw coming up. This the final day of the 2025 CSSHL Western Championships here in Penticton, Summerland, even in Oliver as well. We've had games here in the South Okanagan. It's been a great 2-week run of prep hockey here in the Penticton and surrounding area. I'd like to thank everyone who's made it possible, the sponsors, the army of volunteers, and all the support staff at all the rinks to make this possible. Great conclusion to this U18 division. Back in, Schwartz knifing his way in on left wing, but shooting wide. Puck kept in by Delta. The point, that was Barclay to feed it around the boards, but it hopped over the stick of Schwartz and comes out to center. Dunn will drop it off in his own zone for Barclay, watched by Ganda. Throws it up the gut, and Silbernagel trying to come back in. He gets stick checked by Lang, and it goes out to center. Kelowna drives it back in off the end boards as they make changes. So does Delta. Barclay gets a pass in the corner. Stretched to center to Waltz. Tipped it in, but knocked away by Marcus Sadovia. And it bounced back in. Ryan Sadovia trying to find that, but taking that away is Barclay, and he'll go around his net. Far side ahead for Morgan. Down the right wing, stops. Leaves it for Barclay. Sharp angle off the side of the goal, as he was trying to find daylight there against the post with the goaltender in Nicholson, and Kelowna clears off the glass. Leonard will drop it off in his own end for Nate Barclay, who's played a ton this afternoon. Him and Leonard exchange passes deep in their own zone. Barclay up the middle. Missed everyone in white, but no icing. Robert G back for it for the Kelowna team. He'll play it up the glass. Knocked down, kept in for a moment by Leonard, then forced ahead. Now Cauley for Kelowna. Finds the puck in the offensive zone on that foot race against Leonard. He'll shield it down low, trying to chew up some clock here as his line mates are changing. Good puck protection here by Dylan Cauley in the offensive zone for RHA Kelowna as they're completing a change, and now it rolls back in on the goaltender Morose, and he'll cover up. Maybe a play that gets overlooked by the casual fan, but that's some good hockey IQ by Dylan Cauley of Kelowna to sense his teammates are changing and not turn over the puck and just keep it down low and pin it in the corner, rag the puck and wait for fresh troops, and now he draws a face-off for his team. So Delta has the draw in their own zone. Good win there by Javen Mann to outmuscle Riley Peterson. Two big bodies battling in the face-off circle. 6:40 to go. Dunn plays it in. 5-3 the score as Kelowna leads Delta in this U18 Prep Division final. Kelowna trying to break out. Walker will force it back ahead. Peterson trying to cut to the middle, got stick check. And now Mann trying to play it up the middle to Campbell, who was trying to break away, but that was blocked. Tudhope swings it across center ice. Played back in by Nick Campbell down the left wing. 6:14 to go. Delta's on the forecheck. Botel will clear though on that reverse pass. Comes across, and Silbernagel down the left wing. Centers back in front. Silbernagel can't finish it off as Walker tried to go back to him to the back post. And Dominic Silbernagel just ran out of real estate and couldn't get the shot off. Puck kept in by Kelowna at the point. It's Paul down low for Peterson. He tries to center. That was blocked. Javen Mann, who's at the end of a long shift, will dish the puck off to Zelenik and go for a change. 5:40 to go. Selikov in his own end for Kelowna. Now for Stone, their captain. He'll wrist it in. Morose will blocker that off. Delta regroups. Nate Barclay took a quick breather at the bench. He's back out there. He'll probably play majority of the final 5 minutes. We'll see how much he actually changes. Stone picks off that puck at center and dumps it in again. So now Marcus Sadovia back at his blue line, try to go indirect across ice. Lang picked it off for Delta. Feeds it back in with 5 to go, but that's knocked out to center ice by Downey. Back in is Mathis Paul waiting for help. He'll drop it on the wall for Downey. Watched there by Barclay. Also in there as well is Schwartz. Comes back to Selikov, but he fanned on the pass. Trying to go back down the wall. Schwartz in transition. Pass was offside as it just hung up enough as Waltz was trying to take it on a backhand. And that's an offside whistle against Delta with 4:46 to go here in the third period. 5-3 still the score in favor of Rank Hockey Academy Kelowna here over Delta. So face-off right wing just outside Kelowna territory with 4:46 left on the clock. One back by Silbernagel. He'll put it back in his own zone. Cleared off the glass by Mead, but not out. But they're going to say it came outside the line. Mercick tried to hold it in for Delta. Linesmen say that came out and played back in. So face-off will be just outside Kelowna territory yet again here in this third period. Still 5-3 Kelowna leading Delta in this U18 Division I Prep Final. Dominic Silbernagel will take this draw against Schwartz. They tie up. Dunn will grab it for Delta. Walks in. Rich shot. Shoulder stop by Nicholson. That was a heater. And now Fisher the other way jams it back to the Delta line. Picks it up. Chips it out in front. Silbernagel scores! Orion Sadovia scores for Kelowna on the drop pass from Fisher. And it's now a 6-3 lead as he gets his second of the game. Bit of a late breaking 2-on-1 there as Fisher chipped it in, and then it was Ryan Sadovia alone in front, and he snaps it blocker side. And a great response here by Rink Kelowna to maybe distance themselves just enough here late in this third period in a 6-3 game. Ryan Sadovia the goal. He's got a pair this afternoon. He started the scoring back in the second for Kelowna. They tied the game at that point 1-1. And now scores maybe a much-needed insurance marker to give Kelowna a little bit more breathing room with 4 minutes to go. They're up by 3 again. They've led 5-2 and now 6-3. Maxon Reed fanned on his clearing attempt. Second effort gets it out to center. So we'll see how Delta responds. They've come back and scored quickly after Kelowna has scored a couple times already today. So 6-3 right now for Kelowna over Delta in this U18 Prep Final. Puck cleared by Barclay down ice to Tudhope. A cross shot by Campbell over the net on a great little chance there on the left side. Tudhope gets a puck on the wall, down low right wing, throws it in front off the pad, and Nicholson kicks it out. And Kelowna will grab it. Peterson the other way with Botel. Down the right side, Peterson sharp angle kicked out by Morose, and that rebound jumps out to center ice. 3:11 to go. Ruben Stone carrying back in for Kelowna. Drag move, look out, Stone in, scores! What a goal! The captain scoring, and it's 7-3 Kelowna. Ruben Stone dancing his way in from the right wing and roofs it stick side. And Kelowna has stretched a lead here late, and they can put their fingertips on that trophy right now. Ruben Stone's third of the championship. First goal for him today as he scores with 3:03 to go, as Kelowna has had their biggest lead of the afternoon at 7-3 right now. What poise there by Ruben Stone just to take what's given to him in front and roof it upstairs on the stick side. Twists and turns at every corner here in this final. Can Delta weather the storm? We saw Kelowna score 3 goals in 2 minutes in the second. Can Delta score 4 goals in the final 2.5? Never know at this level. Puck grabbed back and skated ahead by Bartlett down the right side for Delta. Jake Bartlett trying to center. That's blocked by Ryder Mead, the defenseman. Rimmed around, Fogelin keeps it in for Delta. Down the boards, thrown out in front. That's knocked away as Hoagland was trying to center from the left wing. Puck now grabbed by Mead, and he'll dump it down ice. Icing waved off as going back for that puck is Ryder Dunn. 2:05 to go in the third of this U18 Prep Division I final, and the puck is chipped in, but we have a penalty behind the play called by the referee here as Delta played it down ice with 2 minutes to go. Ryder Dunn getting the penalty for contact to the head. His second penalty here of this third period. This was behind the play as that puck was being dumped in. So face-off back in the Delta zone on the penalty call exactly with 2 minutes to go. So Kelowna can just use the clock here if they want to, as both the power play and game clock are synced up right now. Kelowna leading 7-3 in the final. Reed's point shot punched away by Morose. Can Delta weather some shorthanded magic now to get themselves back in this game? It's 7-3 for Kelowna in the U18 Division I Prep Final, and they're on the power play. Botel dancing his way to the blue line, stopped by Mann. He'll flip it down ice. 90 seconds left in the third period. Kelowna breaking out. Maxim Reed has the puck. Dumps the puck in. Does his teammate there in Silbernagel. And that's just quickly cleared the other way down ice. That by Delta's Noah Hoagland. So Kelowna will regroup as the clock will hit the 1 minute mark to go here. You'll hear the announcement as they'll reg the puck in their own zone, up 7-3 in this final right now. Fans start making noise. Silvernagley will play it back behind his net as Botel regs the puck. 45 seconds and counting to go here in the final. Botel at center goes rink wide. Ganda reels it in on the right side. Backs his way into the zone, pulls up on the right wing board. Scrum for the puck now. On the Delta wall, picked up and skidded out by Foglin. 25 seconds left. Sullivan Foglin puts it in behind the Kelowna net and then drives his man in the end boards there. And Silvernagley. 15 seconds ago. Final 10 seconds here. Rink Hockey Academy Kelowna is making history. A championship for the first time in their program history. Rink Hockey Academy Kelowna, U18 Prep champions. What a run for Josh Bonner's team. They start the tournament off with a loss. They end it 5 days later with a championship trophy in Penticton. As Kelowna beats Delta 7-3 in this wildly entertaining final. Run the table after an opening loss to start their tournament and win their program's first ever U18 Prep title. They've come close before, and they finally climbed the mountain today. And they'll hoist the trophy and be crowned U18 Prep Division I champions here in Penticton on the final day of the 2025 CSSHL Championship Tournament. Trailed 1-0 and 2-1 in this game, but then scored 3 goals in 2 minutes to end the second and never looked back after that. But what a run for both teams. Not even in the top 8 in the seeding when it comes to the playoffs before they began this week, and both teams make a great run to the final. And Kelowna comes out on top. Handshakes at center ice. Great tradition in hockey at every level when a championship series is decided. And congrats to Rick Lands and the Delta Hockey Academy program for their great run as well. As they lost in the round robin, and then they too ran the table to get here and won as well dramatically yesterday 7-6 over the Prairie Hockey Academy to punch their ticket to today's final as well. Kevin Goodwin will be down at ice level from the CSSHL to present the championship trophy and banner to Rink Hockey Academy Kelowna. As their captain, Ruben Stone will hoist that trophy for the first time in their franchise's, their program's history. And maybe it's a long time coming for RHA Kelowna, but they finally do it here. We'll go downstairs. Kevin Goodwin with the pro trophy presentation at ice level. Both teams will line up the blue lines. Here's Kevin Goodwin for the championship presentation. So here's Ruben Stone and the assistant captains, Ben Bowtie and Maddox Ganda, to hoist that trophy for the first time. Lifted high, Ruben, for the first time. Rink Hockey Academy Kelowna U18 Prep Division champions. All right, let's take a look on how we got there this afternoon with the highlights from this championship Sunday final. In the first period, Kelowna was buzzing, but goaltender Grayson Moroz was excellent for Delta Hockey Academy early on. So too was Connor Nicholson. Got some help from Ruben Stone on the penalty kill. The defenseman makes the save there to keep it scoreless at that point, and then more pressure as Lang was whacking away the puck during that Delta power play. Delta does open the scoring. Jacob Schwartz right off the faceoff gets the rebound and rifles it up and over Nicholson, his second from Alex Lang at 10:34, as Delta in the first broke the ice and take the lead on Schwartz. First of two on the afternoon as Delta goes up 1-0. Another chance here during a 2-on-1. Nicholson had to make a great save off a defenseman stick, and then later a big stop there off Lang and tight as he kept it a 1-0 game. Later in the second period, it's Kelowna responding, and from a innocent looking shot, it's Ryan Sadovia scoring from the wall on the right wing, getting it underneath Moroz for Sadovia. That tied the game at 12 minutes and 11 seconds in the second period. Midway through, it's 1-1. One more look there from behind the net. Great response by Delta's Cruz Waltz. The other way gets set up from Alex Lang, and he scores half a minute later to make it 2-1 Delta. As he sneaks that in on the glove side of Nicholson, snaps her home quickly, and Delta restored the 2-1 lead at that point in the second period. Here's maybe a turning point. When Delta was on a power play up 2-1, it was David Danielson hitting the post. That puck stayed out. That was a huge moment because at the other end, Brady Walker ties the game at 16:39 after Ben Bowtie hit the post. He finds the puck and scores, and it could have been 3-1 Delta. Inches away from that on the power play. Then moments later, it's 2-2 as Walker scores. That's the first of 3 goals in 2 minutes for Kelowna. at the end of the second period. Here they take their first lead. It's Theo Salikoff at 17-27, ripping it home on the stick side. His first goal of the tournament coming in the championship game. What a moment for Salikoff as he scores on the short side of Moroz to make it a 3-2 Kelowna lead. They weren't done there. One more look after the stick lift by Downey to allow the puck to come to Salikoff. Great play there by Downey to help his teammate out, and they weren't done as they come back in, and it's Ben Botel picking up a rebound and scoring on the glove side with just 1 minute and 20 seconds left in the second. It's Kelowna taking a 4-2 lead into the second intermission on that great little play on the forehand, backhand deke by Botel. In the third, Botel then picks off a puck, sets up Riley Peterson. That's 6 minutes into the third period, and quickly it's 5-2 Kelowna. One more look after that turnover from behind the Delta net. Peterson scoring stick side, and Kelowna stretches their lead to 3, but Delta's not going down without a fight. They score on the power play. It's Schwartz again, his second of the day. That at 8:30, not even 2 minutes later, as he makes it a 5-3 game early in the third. A look here from behind the net as Jacob Schwartz scores goal number 2 in the game. But then it's Kelowna pulling away. First, a great chance. Silbernagel on a give and go, just missed, but then at the other end, they finally scored on another odd man rush. Ryan Sadovia, his second of the afternoon, as he scores. And that made it a 6-3 lead. And then Ruben Stone makes it 7-3 on a great dangle. And the party and celebration is on. Rink Hockey Academy Kelowna capture their first title, the U18 Prep Division level, 7-3 winners, as Ruben Stone and his team celebrate on Sunday in Penticton.
Where am I looking? Over here?
Just at me. You
Oh,
can
just you,
just
okay.
chat to me. Jordan Martin, CSSHL. I'm joined here by Rink Kelowna head coach Josh Bonner. Josh, just start. How you feeling right now?
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, the guys worked so hard all year, and it was a great weekend, and we got rewarded for all our hard work all throughout the season.
You guys came in as the 11th seed and you lose your opening game. Did the hope kind of fade at all, or did you guys still believe the whole time you had a chance here?
No, I don't think we've had lots of ups and downs throughout the year, but we persevere and we keep going. We've been right there in a bunch of tournaments, and we've learned from those losses, and it was just great to all kind of everything lined up for us, and we got the wins when we needed them.
You mentioned perseverance. Talk about this group's ability to bounce back from that loss to start. You trailed against St. George's. You trailed again in the semis, and today as well. Talk about that.
I think we trailed every game, but there's no give up in our group, and we stayed really calm and collective, and we just kept on pushing, and we trusted the process, and that's the good things happen when you do that.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. I'll let you enjoy this with your team.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
Jordan Martin, the CSSHL. I'm joined here with Rink Kelowna forward Benjamin Botel. Ben, just start. How you feeling right now?
Honestly, it's unexplainable, really. You can't explain it with words. Seen my sister have 3 of these, finally get my own, so that's really good.
Talk about the effort of this group today to come from behind and find a way to end up putting up 7 goals and get the win.
Honestly, we've been doing it all tournament. We've been down pretty much every game. Just to battle back, just to compete in this group is unreal. Love them all.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. I'll let you enjoy this with your teammates.
Thank you.